Greetings, Sugar Beets. Tonight we're continuing to pursue Dana Rose through the veil of Kate Walker's literacy. Because there sure is a lot of, like, you gotta read the thing and then do a flashback, and read the thing again and do a flashback, and I'm not really complaining. It's just an interesting story structure. Let's get on with it. Well, you know, in 4 minutes. Aside from that, I sure have been distracted by Xenoblade Chronicles X. Good game. My controller is pretty laggy, although I have to wonder if that's because I'm also pairing my headphones to the Switch. I don't know. Controller lag is rough. Do not like. Hello, Syberia. Why am I yawning? What purpose would have me yawning at this hour? I only just woke up. See my ear? That's good. My ears are difficult to miss. I hope. Oh, no, I have hiccups. That's good. Oh, no. I don't know what I'm trying to hit them with. Well, you know, please do not punch my ears. I realize that they are large, but there's no reason to bonk them. It certainly is a night, I suppose. Oh, that's a vigorous tune. Okay. What a night, though. What a night. It is a Sunday, so I am almost off for a night, actually. Like, we get through this, and I will be able to relax for a little while. Man, that is a plinky tune. I guess I'm just feeling low-key tonight. I'm just feeling sort of, laid back. Popful Mail has good music. You know, I hear Popful Mail has good everything. Except maybe good balance, and that's because of, like, the working design connection. I may have to, apply a patch if I play it, but I kind of want to play it. I am set up for Sega CD emulation now. I keep forgetting. Opens doors. Opens worlds. Low-key vibes fit your vibes for tonight. Well, we have to see how it ends up with, Syberia. Because Syberia could at any time decide to go, oh, hey, by the way, the war has officially started. Time for genocide. And I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. Thanks. Thanks for that. Thumbs up. Woo. Now, I have no idea if it's going to pull that, because I have no idea, what is coming up in the plot, but if it does, surprise! Confetti drops from the ceiling. It's the war! Alright. Speaking of the war, let's get into it. over here, Wide Games. Down here you come. I may have to ooh. There's no overlap here, is there? Do I gotta bump anybody off to the side? Or is that just for Ty? I think that's just for Ty. Alright. Studio Paris, Koala Labs. Here we go. Get back into it. Kate is more dedicated ever than finding her doppelganger. I still don't see the resemblance, I'm sorry. I mean, they kind of look like each other in that they both have brown hair and a face. I don't know.
No doubt about it. This must have been Dana's room.
She owned the only piano in the entire region. Something?
Parts missing.
Enta had more than I thought. Write myself reminders. Okay. Can I leave the room?
I'm sure there's more for me to do here.
No.
It's from the Music Academy.
Ice is frozen water.
Looks like a diploma. I don't think this is actually ice. No, most people don't frame ice. That's how you know.
Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma.
There are scratches. Interesting. Nothing over here. What's this? I wish I could walk a little bit close. I wish I were able to walk. Kate, I wish you could walk. Oh, hydrate or become Kate Walker. One of the two. Well, I'll pick one. Alright, what is... Oh. I see. Alright. Let's check the back of the diploma. It's got a little... I'm sure that if Dazarian were here, they'd be able to tell me exactly what these symbols are. But we got like a little... we got like a squiggly boy. Wait, there are two different ones. We got a, we got something. I can't see what it is. We got like a bird. Probably that thing. We have, an Ubisoft logo, and we have a bee. We need the Ubisoft logo. There we go. Nope, not that. And we need a bee. Which is probably this one? There are many and you're too lazy to name them all, but don't worry too much about it. Is that it? No. I just gotta try each and every one of them, because, it's sort of scratched out. I'm on brute force this lock. I think I have tried every one of them now. Yeah. Alright. Okay, look
Music
harder.
symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma.
Yeah, no, I have no idea what that second one is. Oh, wait, I think there's only one dot here. There is... Name their MMO brawler character some variation of brute force. I mean, it seems like the obvious name, doesn't it? I'm sure there were like a dozen brute forces running around City of Heroes. Nothing. Big fat nothing. What is this, then?
Nope, won't work.
Oh.
I guess I should use some of the clues I collected.
That's how you open
I get the
it.
feeling there's more to find in the room.
More to find in this room. Okay.
The room was ransacked and pillaged. During a pogrom of the Brown Shadow, I guess. God, I hope Dana was away that day.
Align the pins? That's entirely possible. I'm trying to get to that... to this. There we go. Kate would rather crawl over the bed than... Oh, no, she's just gonna look under it? Why?
There's something underneath. Can't reach it.
This looks like a job for... us? No, it's Kate. Okay, I guess I have to keep it held down. Aha.
That's better.
Now that I think about it, Yenta had more influence on me than I thought. I now write myself reminders, as she suggested. Alright, I guess that was... my clue. I don't see any... So, if there's... Hold on. No, I don't know what that means. Oh, I have to make it that shape. I do have to align the pins a bit. So then, these are all correct. So it has to be whatever makes it... One, two, three, four on top. So it needs to be a long one.
The wheels on the lock seem to have different heights. I wonder why.
The wheels on the bus go round and round. I'm going to guess this. Aha. Is this part of the puzzle really necessary? And now I have her teddy bear. Diary. Let me sit down in front of a mirror so the viewers can see me
This was written
framed.
not long after her time at the refuge. A letter from Leon. So he did write back to Dana after the expedition left Kantar, the capital of Valtayar.
Kate, I
The
kind
high
of
plateau
want you to
of
be wearing a
Valtayar,
mask
October
and gloves.
1937.
My darling Edelweiss.
Edelweiss.
Everything in this
I
room is
hate
moldy.
myself for not sending you news more often, and for not being able to receive news of you. I find myself now where probably no other modern-day human has ever ventured before. I regret to inform you that I won't be able to go back to Europe with my fellow survivors.
Wait, okay, wait a minute. He's not coming back, but he could write a letter back. Oh, of course we're immediately going into a flashback with him. We are, aren't we? Yep.
Something bad happened during the expedition. I, no doubt, am partly to blame. Nevertheless, I would like you to know my version of the events. After hard days of hiking, we set up our base camp on the threshold of a high valley where rhododendrons grew.
Clean your fucking optics.
All the witnesses seemed to concur. This was where the Gorun, the famous man of the mountains, was most frequently sighted. For many long weeks, we explored without success every valley and mountain surrounding the camp. Autumn was approaching, the rivers started to freeze at the edges, and the prospect of having to head back with nothing for our toil was becoming more and more apparent. The joyful banter of the first weeks was no more. The men were becoming moody and tense. Especially our chief, Reinhard Berger.
Yep, we're on a doomed expedition now. Hello. Hey, man. What is...
Up we get, Leon. Another day on a wild goose chase.
What is with your
Better
pants
get kitted up
situation,
before
man?
going out.
Why are you wearing, like, ass belts? Is that a mountain climber thing? Suspenders. Oh, yeah, so he can suspend himself from the mountain. Okay. They're just not on his shoulders. Oh. Yeah, okay.
Sauer's thesis. From what I understand, he accepted to work for the Brown Shadow because they were the only ones who would finance his research. What a waste.
Oh, hey, it's a copy of Faust. I wonder if this will have any symbolism.
Goethe's Faust. One of Junter's posh friends, Murnau, if I remember rightly, turned it into a film about 10 years ago. I think the poor chap's dead now, though.
Wonder if that's foreshadowing. Canteen. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a gourd.
Must remember to fill it up before I leave the camp.
Yeah, you don't want to go around on an empty gourd. Hardtack.
These biscuits don't compare with old Gustav's cooking, but at least they fill you up.
God, I've always wanted to try hardtack, actually. I know it's, like, tooth-breakingly hard, but I've always been curious.
I ought to bring all the equipment together before I take my bag.
Okay. Ah, machete.
No chance of me venturing into the mountain without that.
Yeah, I was, that's why I was making noises about potential symbolism. I'm glad to have that spelled out, though.
I'm so glad Junta lent it to me. I was able to take wonderful pictures behind Berger's back.
Alright. I'm sure that'll come in handy later when we go looking for him.
The letters I got from Dana before leaving Kantar with the expedition. It's tough not to be able to receive or give any news since leaving civilization. Hope I can get back to sketching the valley, but with Berger putting on the pressure at the moment, I doubt it.
Some really good sketches in here. Like, I don't know if there's anything to find in here, but I'm genuinely impressed by some of this artwork. If only my hand could write what holds my art. Yeah. Exactly that. This is Dana's, like, doomed boyfriend. Come, wash your face.
All those books. Only Horst could cot about works of anthropology beyond the frontiers of the known world. The march of science knows no bounds for him. Horst has already left. The scolding that Berger gave them yesterday about their lack of results in tracking down the Gorons really got to him.
Alright, I think we've brought together all of the potential items. Can I have my backpack now? Yeah, okay. The fire is roaring.
Better get going before...
Do you know what time it is?
Time to be heading out?
Enough! You couldn't care less whether we find the Gorons or not, could you?
Well, mark my words, Copperteeth. You'd better change your bloody attitude.
Oh, let's start a fight.
You know full well Huss and the Brown Shadow forced me into this. And besides, my mission was to guide you and the rest of the expedition here, not to get involved in your harebrained research.
I couldn't give a damn. Everyone has already started except you. So you just get your butt upstream and help Sauer carry out his research. The idiot is capable of getting himself lost again.
All right. I'm not your enemy, you know?
I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation, Leon. If we don't find a specimen of the Goron, the Brown Shadow will... Look, just go find Sauer. Please. Now!
Search the camp before you leave. Okay.
Poor animal. Berger's gone out of his mind with this search for the abominable snowman of his.
And I mean, on one hand, yeah, that's gonna be rough. On the other hand, I'm really liking the light through the campfire smoke here.
No one here.
Trans-Siberia Robo Orchestra. That was back in Bernyar, back in Game 2, I believe.
Jaeger and Bauer have been a bit heavy-handed with the alcohol these past few evenings. Morale
That's just a can of
troops is at an
antiseptic.
all-time low.
Please don't drink the antiseptic. Don't know the password on this. Let's look around. Well, the password is not I'm drunk. Don't know how much comfort they're supposed to take from that. I don't care how much comfort they take from that. I care how much comfort I take from that. Oh, right,
Bad idea.
There we go.
With this, I'll be able to venture out for as long as it takes to find Sour.
I have 1 canteen of water. I am set for as long as it takes.
Not what you'd call cute, this Gorun. Just as well they haven't found it yet.
I don't know. I mean, I've known guys like this. Maybe not cute exactly, but ruggedly handsome.
Of going inside my tent, Cobates.
Yeah, I was thinking about that actually. Hey, do you happen to know the password for the safe and the... No? Okay. Oh yeah, Hitler being like super into the occult is... It's the basis for so fucking much, including the entire Wolfenstein series. Like, if you don't know,
I think I'm just going to stay here.
if you don't know, like, if you don't have a good way to get the occult into your story, just have it be like some weird Nazi spin-off project and hand wave it that way. It works great. Okay, I want to take one quick look around and see if I can...
Only
yeah,
Halls
alright.
could carve out works of anthropology beyond the frontiers of the known world. The march of science knows no bounds for him.
I can look at the Faust book. There's... no notes on it. Wolfenstein has so much... I mean, the first, expansion pack was for the Spear of Destiny, so... They were working it back in 1992. Albert Bauer. Oh, wait a minute, I can look around here. Any of this matter? Do not open. Well, I'm ignoring that. If I were Bauer, what would my password be? After the Ark of the Covenant, far back, yeah, there's just so much. Alright.
Jaeger and Bauer have been a bit heavy-handed with the alcohol these past few evenings.
No idea.
Morale of the troops is at an all-time low.
I'll have to talk to the asshole. See if he knows. Excuse me, asshole.
Where on earth can the bloody creature be holed up?
Okay, good to know. Thank you. Did I miss something over here, maybe? 1932. Or 1931 is what this is labeled. But you would think that this wouldn't... Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. 4-8... Okay.
It can't have been easy for Bauer to leave his daughter just after she was born.
Yep.
This medal must belong to Bauer. He must have left it behind when he turned in for the night. Bauer's daughter. I sometimes forget I'm not the only one who left behind
4,
someone
8,
dear back
32,
across the mountains.
37. Got it. Let's use the knowledge of his child to rob him. Adventure games, hell, this is just how I act. No? Eight, 4, 37? Because European date style? No. Okay, what about 0408? There we go. What's in the box? It's
All shipshape. Typical Bauer.
some ammo boxes, it looks like.
Bauer, oh, you little...
I completely understand the Brown Shadow dagger should the expedition fail. I urge you not to hold it against Herberger. If blame there is to be, look to Leon Cobaltus. His lack of goodwill has become increasing... Okay, they're pinning it entirely on me. Well, on Leon. Good to fucking know. Can't do anything about that, but...
There's nothing more to do here, I guess. I should leave the camp now. But you'll have it coming, Bauer.
You'll rue the day, Bauer. You'll rue the day! Damn. Look at that athletic little shit he does with the sidestep there. How did he do that? Man runs like a soccer player. His plan is just kind of fuck off into the woods. I guess he figures he can't do anything about it.
Better get going.
I mean, my plan would be to fuck off into the woods and not come back. Anyway, let's meander.
Autumn is here. We'd better leave the mountains soon, or we won't survive. Anyone there?
Hello?
Looks like someone's left their gear over there. Better check it out. Whoever it belongs to must have left in a hurry to have left it behind. Stopping to read in the middle of the wilds. That's sour all over. One of us must have stayed here. For a rest, maybe? One of the scientists must have stopped for a rest here. Most probably sour. But what made him leave in such a hurry that he left behind all his gear? I'd better have a look around to find out what happened here. What on earth is that?
It's a handprint.
That mark must be what caused Sour to stop and rest for a while. I'd better head out and try to find him to clarify the situation.
But yeah, this is an oddly low urgency sort of
What in
side
God's name is
story.
that?
Like, my dude here is just not emoting at all.
Sour? What in the world?
Shh! Look what I found.
Is that a...
A go room. Yes, it's a go room. I heard him cry as I was taking a break near the path. Hurry, we must go fetch the others.
You go. He looks injured. I'd better stay and try and reach him before the current carries him away.
Right, Leon. Okay. But don't lose him.
Oh, this is totally gonna get blamed on me somehow.
All right, little fella. Don't move. I'm coming to get you.
Something's definitely gonna happen here that gets blamed on Leon.
The trunk isn't very thick.
With a machete? There was an axe back... Okay, no, it's fine. Put your arm into it, Leon. Like 4 hours later.
Easy, Leon. Now's not the time to get a dunking.
I don't know if there's actually, like, anything I have to do. Hey. You working on some, crafts there, buddy?
Take it easy. I'm not going to hurt you.
He's wearing pants.
I just want to look at your wound. What can I give him to show I mean no ill?
I'm sorry. I just got a mental image of that one. I think the obvious answer is the hardtack. The water, I don't think he could figure out. The machete is a fucking hilarious option. Gonna say water. Let's try the water.
Thirsty little fella?
No. He really does have makeshift pants on. I have to.
Bad idea.
Okay. That's the way he hesitates before he whips it out, like, huh. No? None of these are correct. Okay.
There you go.
Let me just put this in the mud for you. You like mud crackers? You like mud cracking tooth breakers?
Good boy. It's all right.
Okay, I
Don't
guess we're
be
backing
afraid.
off.
You're all right, fella.
Backing off. We are continuing to back
Good
off.
boy. Eat up, fella.
Yeah, go ahead. Take a big bite of hardtack. I'm sure you'll love it. Notoriously good for your teeth. Full of ingredients. Do you want some cheese on that? Or, like... Contains ingredient. Yeah, it does. We backed up like a mile and we're still next to him. This scene is taking... time. What? Your food sucks.
It's good, isn't it?
No.
Leg broken. I just want to look at it, all right? Look, little fella. If you let me see your wound, you can have another biscuit later, yes? It's broken, all right. Must be very painful. You're a brave boy. If I could clean the wound and brace your leg, we should be able to get you back to camp and make it better. Hold on. I'll be right back. Just be patient, little fella. I'll be right back.
Apply a splint. Alright.
There's 2 bits of driftwood washed up there.
Yep.
They're straight enough to help get the Gorun back to camp.
Okay, cool. Now we need some vines.
That mark, judging by the shape, must have been made by the Gorun, probably before he got injured. I wonder what it means.
High five. Do I have anything that's like a, I've got a machete, I've got branches. Can I just use the branches?
I need to find something to make a splint
No.
for the Gorun. Better be quick. The Gorun might become anxious if I leave now. There must be something around here I can use to take care of him.
Okay, around here. Gotta be something.
I could use those creepers to tie up the Gorun's splint. They seem to be stuck.
There we go. Creepers. Liana
They should do
strips.
fine to hold the Gorun's splint together.
Alright. Okay, kid. I'm a doctor. Of
Here
mountaineering.
we go, fella.
You're gonna want some alcohol.
This is going
Here
to
you go.
slow us.
First, we need to soak your wound in brandy.
There. Wasn't so bad, was it?
Somehow you
Now
did
we
that
just
without
need
getting
to
your
find a
head
way to
bitten
get it
off.
back across.
Amazing.
Hey. Did you do that, little fella? Well. Better drawing than talking, huh?
I like how the fur stops just enough to show you these got, like, abs. Goran's an ab haver. Ab foot. Sour, did you fucking die or something? Like, what's up with you? It's important to the lore to establish that the Goron is fucking rich. It's gonna turn out the Goron, like, wrote this letter.
Now we just have to wait for the others.
Goron specifically writes down that he's got, like, an 8-pack.
Huh? Oh. You want another biscuit? You learn quick.
I've only known this Goron 5 minutes, and if anything happens to him, I'm going to shoot everybody in the expedition party.
It was a young specimen, my darling Dana. Almost like a child. And as soon as we made eye contact,
I'd
I
shoot
knew
you for,
this
probably.
was a creature endowed with reason.
On the other hand, he's telling this in a letter that somehow got back to civilization. I'm very curious about... He can't, like, posthumously write a letter.
When my companions joined me, I immediately sensed we did not share the same point of view. They seemed blinded by the discovery. They couldn't see the individual.
And now he's gonna
clear
bring him out
the
of
young
jail.
Goron wasn't a person in their eyes, just a subject for study. In their excitement, they seemed to lose all common sense.
Alright, I think I got where this is going. It's gonna take a little bit to get there. But I think I got where this is going.
What is wrong with it? Fruit. Have some fruit.
You shut him up in a cage. What do you expect? He's frightened.
Shut it up, or I'm going to gag it. What's that?
What's that? It's called karma. Locate the source of the cry. Where's the most dramatic silhouette? No? Okay. I genuinely figured it would be somewhere up there.
Pass me the rifle.
Must be the Goron's mother. If we give it back, she'll probably leave.
And deprive us of an adult specimen? Are you mad? All right, Mama.
Look at the size of her burger. Wound her, and we'll never get her back alive.
Who said we need her alive? They can't all be live specimens, can they?
No! about that burger, but I couldn't let you shoot them. Reinhard, you alright?
Was that a whipping backhand? Honestly?
But he's killed Berger.
Way to go! Good work! I have no idea how the fuck you did it.
You saw. It was an accident. He was going to kill the Gorin, so I had no intention to...
Shut it, assassin!
I mean, I'm sorry, but you cannot, like, limply backhand a man to death. He fell over in the slowest motion possible. And apparently hit his head on, like, a branch. Professional wrestling referee? Yeah! He took one bump and he went down forever. Alright, what do we got here? Try to escape. Oh.
Oh dear Lord. Berger. I'm sorry. I never meant to...
I did. Don't worry about it. It's cool, man. I'll take responsibility on this one.
That stone looks sharp enough. If I can reach it, maybe I can cut myself free.
Leg. Leg.
I'll bring him some soup. We can't let him starve to death.
Bastard doesn't deserve food.
Typical horse, eh? Always the good Samaritan.
Here, have some, Just put your face in the bowl.
Aren't you afraid I was going to run for it?
They intend to hand you over to the authorities in Kantar for the murder of Reinhard Berger.
Doesn't surprise me. I came across a letter from Bauer that made me the scapegoat for everything that's gone wrong. Bauer had been planning this for some time now.
Well, that's not how it's going to be. I don't agree with what you did. But you don't deserve what Bauer and Jaeger intend for you. You must pretend to be tied up. Wait for them to fall asleep. Then take your gear and get as far away from here as possible. Hear me?
Yes, but what? So there you have the full story, my darling Dana. I don't know what will become of me, where my escape will lead me over the coming weeks, or what my life of a murderer on the run will be like.
That is more than I expected. Leon survived. I did not fucking expect that.
But always remember that my love for you is as strong as ever, and that my greatest desire is to hold you in my arms. I love you more than anything in the world. Leon, your Highland painter.
Dana! Oh my goodness! Dana! What's wrong, Puppet? Lena, come, quick!
I've never had a fainting spell over emotional news. And I've always kind of wanted to have one. Young ladies in the past were always being emotionally overcome and fallen over. And I've always kind of wanted to feel something that strongly.
Dear Diary, so much has happened since I received Leon's letter a few days ago. I'm slowly recovering. Today, Papa and Mama told me that I was going to leave for a while. I'll explain what's going on, but I don't know where to begin. I need to gather my thoughts as I finish packing my suitcase.
Dana? You got a little curve there, Dana. Looks pregnant. Yeah! Yes, she does.
The medication to treat my cough. Mama is forcing me to take it again since I collapsed after getting Leon's letter. I should pack it. I was planning to give up all my old toys and dolls. But now I guess I'm going to need them in a few years.
Well, there it is, confirmed. Pregnant.
I'll put you away in there as soon as I'm done, dear diary. Better to keep you safe than risking to lose you where I'm going.
Can you get elegante? It's okay, she's pregnant.
Yunta inspired me, I guess.
Alright, we can put that in the thing and...
I'm almost done here. I just need to add my medicine and the brochure Hertzimmer gave Papa and Mama. Oh, and a little souvenir of them would be nice.
Medication. Very gently plop that down. Could she be pageant? Is she pageant?
I hope you are well, Leon, wherever you are now.
If she has starch masks, I can't get through that one.
Papa and Mama have locked me up in here since they discovered my condition. I'm going to miss playing the piano while I'm away, let alone going to the academy.
This is a napkin. Oh, it's a handkerchief. Okay.
Come on, Dana. There were enough tears already.
You are done crying. That is a weird thing to put in the information box of an observation thing.
As I said, dear diary, I'm leaving tomorrow. Papa and Mama are sending me to a sanatorium out of town for a few months. They say it's for continuing my convalescence. In other words, to send me and my secret away from prying eyes. My parents have accepted the offer from their longtime friends, the Zimmers, to pay for my hospitalization at the sanatorium. The Zimmers said it was in the name of their long friendship with Papa and Mama.
Thank you, Ronald Reagan.
But I think they feel bad that they can afford to flee Wagen in the Brown Shadow, whereas Mama and Papa can't.
"1930s Senator." I feel like this has to end well in some form. Because I am increasingly I'm increasingly certain that Donna is either Kate's mother or grandmother. My money's on grandmother.
The ideal summer and winter resort in the most picturesque and enchanting spot looking over the River Dombra. Well, let's hope that's true.
Kate might have been adopted. Also true. It could be that this is her real mother or her biological mother, depending on how you want to look at it. Using the word real implies a lot of things that I'm not entirely certain if I'm comfortable implying. That one hotspot, Dana. The one in front of you. Okay.
I can't believe Leon is on the run, all alone in those mountains in the middle of winter. I need to finish packing my suitcase before we say goodbye, dear diary.
Right, what am I missing? Not that. She wanted a souvenir of her parents, but... Well, let's put the brochure... Well, hold on. Here's the picture!
Poor Papa and Mama. They were devastated when the doctor they called after I collapsed discovered my secret. That secret I dared not speak about to anyone. Not even you, dear diary. Now I can tell you. I'm pregnant, dear diary. Leon is the father. There were a lot of tears and screams when the doctor told Papa and Mama. But they finally decided to pretend that the baby will be the foster child of a missing relative. I know everyone expects me to feel guilty, but I can't help thinking of names. If it's a boy, of course it'll be Leon, to bring his father good luck. And if it's a girl, I think I'll call her Anna.
Pace around your bedroom barefoot aimlessly for hours when you need to pack a suitcase. I've packed suitcases. I do, in fact. There's a lot of procrastination and looking at stuff and thinking about Professor Layton puzzles.
Mama says Leon is nothing but an unscrupulous adventurer who took advantage of an innocent girl, but I know it's not true. Papa looks 10 years older since he learned of my pregnancy, but what seems to have affected him the most was to ask Herr Zimmer for help.
I mean, I don't blame her mother at all for that, Reed. Like, she goes off to work for the summer. She gets pregnant, and then the guy writes her saying that he found Bigfoot and freed Bigfoot from a science expedition, and the science expedition framed him for murder, and he has to live in the woods now. Like, that story is not... I don't blame her mother at all.
Well, that should be it.
Not in here. Got a fan. It's winter.
All I need to do now is to conclude my diary entry and hide it somewhere safe with Leon's letter.
Say goodbye to your diary. Goodbye, diary. Goodbye, oh faithful written servant of the word that I wrote in you, you faithful written... Shut up. Get hidden. That was gonna be sentimental, and then it fucking wasn't.
Now you know everything, dear diary. It is now, I guess, the time to say goodbye for a while.
Kate's mother's name been mentioned before. I feel like it has. Like, it was definitely on her obituary. So it definitely has been mentioned before. They didn't, like, put on the computer an obituary for Mrs. Walker. I just don't remember what it is.
All I can hope now is that Leon will survive winter in those faraway mountains.
Oh, we're gonna zoom into the mirror and it's gonna transition
and
back
he
to
will
Kate.
find a way to come home and clear his name. We will wait until then, me and the baby.
Oh, even better! Literally putting herself in Dana's place. I love it. That was great. I am genuinely moved by that shot.
Me and the baby?
Do you still think there might be a family connection between you, Kate Walker?
Your mom's name, Kate. Say it.
Well, all I know is that my family on my mother's side came from Europe. Well, like a lot of New Yorkers, right? I don't know from where exactly, but... And then there's the music box my mother left me, which it turns out plays the Vaughan anthem. I mean, it all seems so magical. Almost like destinies at play.
Or a coincidence, Kate Walker. The law of coincidences states that the more an individual is liable to believe in coincidences, the more coincidences happen to them.
But then there's the fact, Oscar, that everyone keeps telling me Dana and I look so much alike.
What do you plan on doing now, Kate Walker?
At this point, you should be allowed to call your mom again. She's dead.
Dana left for a sanatorium outside of town. The
That's what started the game.
What became of her and her baby. But before we go, there's something that's been bothering me.
What is it, Kate Walker?
The pogrom that Frau Heigl told us about, the one during which the house and the neighborhood were ransacked, happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. Dana said that she was leaving for the sanatorium for a few months at the end of 1937.
Indeed, Kate Walker. So it is very likely she was safe and sound over there when the pogrom occurred.
Yes, but what if she was home with her baby? I need to be sure before we leave for the sanitarium, Oscar. We need to search the neighborhood for more evidence.
All right, Kate Walker. Where you lead, I will follow. As long as you don't forget your bag.
Trust me, Oscar. You're the only friend I've got right now. I ain't losing you.
Everybody should have a friend they can put in a handbag.
So, according to that letter, Dana was supposed to stay at the sanatorium until December 1938. Looks like there were medical complications.
Okay.
That's a good clue, I guess. But I need to find more.
And I have a friend. It depends on the size of the handbag.
Dana's initials.
Okay.
We were on the other side of this wall earlier, Kate Walker.
It's like we've gone through a looking glass.
I do not understand, Kate Walker.
Forget it. I don't know what I'm saying.
If you say so, Kate Walker.
Good old Kate Walker.
Threats, riddled with misspellings and signed Frank Hoss, that member of the Brown Shadow who had it in for Leon at the refuge. Looks like he never forgave them and was after Dana during the pogrom.
Indeed, Kate Walker. But the very existence of this message could mean she wasn't home when those tragic events occurred.
We're getting close, but it's not enough to draw conclusions yet.
All right. Anyway, if you need to put me into storage, I will understand. Okay, what are my actual objectives? Find out about the pogroms. I need to go harass somebody. A way to pull up a log and double-check Kate's mom's name. Documents. Letter from... Wait, hold on. Letter from Olivia. Sarah Walker, your mother. Alright. So not Anna. But there's still some stuff that could have changed. Like, not everybody's plans for their baby name before the baby's born make it all the way through. It's possible she met a significant Sarah. God knows there's enough fucking significant Sarahs around.
Huh. According to that book, the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938.
Alright. And lasted until 1945.
Come on, Oscar. We need to find more clues.
More clues. I'm pretty sure my father always wanted to name me after himself, because he was always that kind of self-centered. I, of course, have long had other plans. Ebenezer Zachariah? Jeez. To be fair, I've always wanted to name a daughter Kestrel. You know, like the bird. So. Alright, so. Maybe I'm gonna have to go back in the store and ask around. Or we could go down here. Oh! The fucking memorial. Yeah, this would tell you if...
Ackerman, Fisher, Yorga. I can't find Dana here. Some of the names are covered up with dirt. How could I clean it?
I'm afraid you are mistaken, Kate Walker.
Well, I thought I'd try.
Dana isn't mentioned here.
Also, I don't think this is quote-unquote dirt. This kind of looks like bird poo. Which is flaking off hard enough to leave visible particle effects in the air.
Anton and Lena Rose. Dana's parents. Oh God. They were killed during the pogrom.
Is Dana Rose also mentioned?
It doesn't look like it, no. But I need
Well, they
to be
would
sure.
have.
I think that's it, Oscar. We know that the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938. Dana's parents, Anton and Lena, were killed, that's certain. But Dana was supposed to be at the sanatorium back then.
Which seems to be confirmed by that message Herr Hoss left in the house, Kate Walker.
Exactly. So I guess we're done here, Oscar. Let's take the tram back to the guest house. We'll try to find that sanitarium first thing tomorrow.
All right. That would seem to wrap this day up, assuming I can get back to the tram. Which I think I can. It's just up those stairs. Down the end of the... It is down this end of the block, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I think what we're building toward here is that the Second World War sucked. Which, important lesson for many. Particularly nowadays.
So, there she is. The famous Kate Walker.
Sorry, what?
Dana Rose.
What?
I knew her very well, you know. Our Dana darling.
Oh, it's someone who knew her.
Waiting for the tram, aren't you? Well, we'd be better off speaking at the guest house. I hear there's a storm coming. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss Walker. Colonel Blake.
Colonel Blake or Fraulein Junta?
Connecting the dots, are we? You're a very clever young woman.
Oh.
But you must be eager to know why I'm here in front of you, bearing the surname of one of Her Majesty's military officers.
Yeah, that actually
But
makes
here's our
sense.
tram.
We found that letter
Would you
earlier.
be so kind?
What was that Oscar was saying about coincidences? And so we ride back. I really like her hat. Her, like, Carmen San... Well, it's not really big enough for Carmen Sandiego. But she's got a good hat.
So, Miss Walker, you've been rather quiet. I would have thought you'd have some questions for me. No?
I read that you used your prestige as an artist to spy on the Brown Shadow for the UK before and during the war. So, what is your real name then? Junta Steinhoff or Colonel Blake?
Janice Blake is my name, Miss Walker. It's not the sort of name the Brown Shadow would have trusted, I'm sure you'll agree. So I took my mother's maiden name as an alias. Both my parents were diplomats from Austria, you see.
So you were some kind of double agent?
You make it sound more romantic than it really was, miss. But yes, I guess one could say so.
You mentioned the guest house. Are you that other guest I heard about?
Indeed, Miss Walker. It's actually Frau Wagner who told me about you. When she told me that you were looking for Dana, I knew I had to talk to you. Frau Wagner told me to call the academy, which I did, and the rector then redirected me towards the Bridge of Mists. And that's how I ended up wandering up and down it, asking about a mysterious American woman with a painting.
I'm glad to know it's not just us who gets the
I
adventure
guess
game
you have
bullshit.
new information about Dana for me?
I might very well indeed, Miss Walker, but what if you told me first what that little investigation of yours has dug up about Dana?
I discovered today that Dana became pregnant that summer of 37. Leon was the father. So her parents decided to hide her in a sanatorium outside town. Which, I assume, saved her from the night of the Brown Shadow pogroms in Vagen.
You assume right, but her parents, on the other hand...
Yes, I heard they didn't make it.
Poor bastards, if you'll pardon my French.
Alright, this is completely beside the point, but that green sort of checker pattern coat with the purple sweater and hat, that is a great look. I really like that look. The cane helps.
I know Dana was very concerned about Leon being on the run after the death of that scientist, Herr Berger. I can't blame her. How could he survive through the winter, all alone in the mountains in a strange country?
How could he? That's exactly the right question, Miss Walker. That origin expedition in Baltayar. What a mess that was.
It honestly makes me want to...
So, that's basically all I know.
Well, give it a moment.
Can you tell me what happened to Dana after she left for the sanatorium to have her baby?
I must confess, Miss Walker, that I was afraid you might overlook some of the painful information here, which is clearly the case.
What do you mean?
Look, I think it would be best if we stay in this carriage until the very end. I know it is an odd request to make, but you really must see this for yourself.
Well,
Until then, I recommend you look outside the window. I guarantee it'll be worth your while.
Okay. It honestly makes me want to go out to thrift shops and just pick up some random clothes. And just try them on. Just see how random styles look on me. Except I am a giant fat person, so most clothes don't fit. Kind of a shame that. But, oh well. Oh, wow! It's doing that Spirited Away Ghibli boat thing. The obesification of America, clothing styles haven't tried to catch up. That's because the fashionable people would prefer the fat people die. And I guess that they be naked while they're dying. I don't know. Baden Island. Well, we haven't been here yet, I don't think. See the mysterious old lady who's still doing adventure game protagonist bullshit? At least on Twitch, I hope to be. Adventure games and RPGs are really my element, and they don't require a lot of Twitch muscle speed. A lot of, like, button mashery. Well, some of them do, but meh. And I hope to be doing this when I'm old. I am old,
Sorry,
but older.
Miss Walker, but chasing you around that bridge was more exhausting than I thought.
That's okay. I can wait.
Ah, nonsense. I know how eager you are to find out about Dana. So you go first. I'll meet you at section 08. I'll come meet you there.
Hey, you're not gonna, like, drop dead or anything while I... Well, she told us what to do.
Okay, then.
And don't forget, miss, section 08. Find it, and I'll meet you there.
Oof. Cold as hell here.
Die schwer bitten nicht fluten. The great Vagan symbols are not only the immortal symbol of our town, they are living and fragile beings. Please do not feed the swans! Wrong and uncontrolled feedings can cause illness and be fatal. That's true. Don't feed ducks and stuff unless you know what you're feeding them. 08 is specifically a reference to something about Oscar. Oscar is largely unconnected to anything here. Everything Vorarlberg is kind of unconnected to anything here. Like, we have drifted a long way from the original point of Syberia.
How the heck do I get myself into these situations?
Protagonism, Kate. I'm sorry, you're one of nature's protagonists. Swans are beautiful, but have the murderous asshole energy of geese. I think they are... Are they related? Are swans and geese related? I don't know.
These ruins, they look like they're from the Middle Ages or something.
You're in Europe, Kate. They could be. Yeah, Hans came through here and rebuilt the town as a kid, and that's, like, the primary
There's
connection.
something sinister about all this.
Have no fear, Kate Walker. The sun's setting, and you're all alone in an isolated and derelict place. Statistically speaking, it is highly improbable that you'll meet anybody, good or bad.
Thank you, Oscar, but please do me a favor. Stop trying to reassure me, would you?
As you wish, Kate Walker.
Oscar actually sounds slightly affronted. Like, what? It's giving you the odds. It's a cemetery!
Grim.
We gonna find where Dana's buried? Oh, nice framing. Very nice framing.
This place gives me the creeps. Looks like... Oh, jeez.
Kate, really? Well, she's had an awkward relationship with death recently. Part of the vibe with early Resident Evil games. I fucking love those, yeah.
What is it, Kate Walker?
This place, it's a cemetery, Oscar. I think Dana's... Oh my god, she must have...
Don't jump to hasty conclusions yet, Kate Walker. You should try and find that spot that Colonel Blake mentioned.
Section 08. Yes, Okay, let's go. Oh my god.
Is there anything that requires my assistance?
Yes?
I'm gonna need you to be my eyes, Oscar.
Will do. Just call me whenever you need directions.
Can you guide me, Oscar?
Let's see.
Oh, I see. I see. We're gonna have to get to 08. And I'm not sure exactly where we are right now.
A cemetery. Oh my god.
Oh my god! Dead people are alive! Yeah, I don't know what, Kate's got some issues, I guess.
Section B. Oscar, I'm kind of lost here.
All right, then.
Alright, we came in. We're on section B. We just take the first turn north. Why are you painting cemeteries, Kate Walker? Because we're not going to no. Clean the fucking camera lens!
A dead end. I'll have to go back.
Oh. Fallen tree. Yeah, there's no way we could clear that.
My flashlight.
Damn it!
You're not here.
I'm in a cemetery!
We're entering a dream. A dream of your subconscious. I can
Section
see
F.
everything that you see. You're asleep.
Oscar?
I do the thinking, she does the walking. Fine by me.
Oscar does everything that Oscar sees everything that we see. Alright, we're on section F. We go north, and then we should be able to switch back and head towards section E and M. So it should be this turn here.
Ah, it's not here. I need directions. Impossible to read.
No, I think I got this, kid. Don't worry about it.
It can't be here. Better keep looking.
No, I don't think I have to go up. Yeah, she went from being scared to being pissed off. To be fair, fear and anger are often very close to each other.
Section O. That's it. I need help here.
All right.
Well, we're in section O.
Section O.
Anna Rose, 1938. Gone to a better place. Oh no.
Ah. The child. Ah.
What happened?
Dana's health had deteriorated at the sanatorium. Her coughing fits, the pregnancy, and all the stress about Leon being on the run out there in Baltayar. It was just too much for her to bear. The doctors had to put her to sleep before her delivery. There were complications, and when she woke up, her parents told her the terrible news. They had already buried the baby girl.
Wait a goddamn minute. Her parents, who didn't want her having the kid in the first place, had her buried. I don't know if I believe this twist. No, it's entirely possible she survived and ended up somewhere else.
And afterwards?
Dana became sterile because of the complications during childbirth. So
Now, it's
she
possible her parents
remained
were alive at
the
the time.
sanatorium a few months more. She was devastated, poor darling.
That's how she survived the pogroms.
No, I believe this is,
Yes,
Wanta.
but that didn't mean she was safe.
How come the Brown Shadow didn't go after Dana? They controlled Ostertal back then, right?
Oh, they would have eventually, believe me.
So what happened afterwards?
Dana lost everything. Her parents, her baby, Leon. I think she would have just given up if I hadn't been there that day. But I had to go to London. Back then, I used to get invited every year or so to all kinds of artistic events. I could then make out my report to the British Secret Service without arousing the Brown Shadow's suspicion. So I took Dana with me to save her from them.
I love how this game depicts flashbacks and other in-game,
Dana stayed in London
yeah,
for
you know what
about
I'm saying.
6 years. I found her a flat and a position with my real employer, the Foreign Office.
Interesting. Dana worked...
She had no family, no friends, and in a way she had no life. She spent every minute she had in the office fighting in her own way against those who took everything from her. She went from one promotion to another, and soon she was among those in charge of coordinating all the resistance fighter groups pertaining to the different occupied countries of Europe.
Hell yeah.
All right, Dana. Focus. The Admiralty needs us to spot the enemy units on the map according to the reports they provided.
What are the enemy units on the map? 2 tank divisions are positioned in Belgium. Another has left for Le Havre. One moment. Damn, sorry. Report to the agent BJB on mission censored in... Oh, he's off to Wolfenstein Castle. Good luck, BJ Blazkowicz. Investigation of enemy unit movement and sand surface data battery position. French Western Coast situation. 2 sand batteries spotted towards Dover. Sorry, hold on. How do I... French Western Coast situation. 2 sand batteries have been spotted towards Dover. So I'm guessing here in Calais. No, that's still a tank, sorry. Spotted towards Dover. Tank division is leaving Cherbourg. Do you believe in life after love? Reach the sand battery near Brest. Cherbourg. It's a tank division? Yeah. Leaving Cherbourg. No, it's not in the ocean. Between Cherbourg and Brest, so it should be over here. To reach the sand battery near Brest. The sand battery near Kane is still active. Submarine is still positioned in the North Sea. Well, that's a good place for it. You don't want a submarine up here. Two of the submarines positioned in the Celtic Sea have left for Cherbourg. In the Celtic Sea? Celtic Sea, okay. Two submarines in the Celtic Sea. Yeah, see, your brain is starting to run down the same path mine took. Wouldn't they be closer to Cherbourg? I mean, probably, but I've only got so many places. I'm gonna put one here. One here, and one up here. A submarine left Cherbourg to meet with the one position near Brest in the North Atlantic Ocean. Alright, do we have this? I think this one's wrong. Alright, am I missing something? Am I fucking something up? Something about Calais. The one in the Celtic Sea is wrong. The one off of Plymouth was right. Well, it said there were, two of the three submarines positioned in the Celtic Sea have left for Cherbourg. Alright. The one off of Plymouth was right. Plymouth. So, the one here. There should be two off of Brest. I think you're right. Okay.
That's it, I guess. Yunta!
Dana, darling, you can use my real name here, you know.
Sorry, but I just can't get used to it. For me, you'll always be Ginger Yunta.
Charming. I'm sure I have Lenny to thank for that, hmm? You were always too soft on that little brat.
Oh, give her a break. What are you doing here? I'm so glad to see you.
Only doing my duty, Dana, darling. A gallery invited me for a conference, so I jumped at the occasion to report back to our superiors. But it might be the last time for a while, I'm afraid. It's getting very hard to leave the occupied territories, even for a famous so-called pro-brown shadow artist like me. Anyway, how have you been since my last visit?
That's some rough shit. I can imagine how hard it must be for her to, like, be positioned as, you know, a famous Nazi synthesizer artist and have to come back to, like, the United Nations or England and people don't know she's a double agent. That's some rough shit.
Well, with Leon being missing and probably lying dead somewhere in Baltear for the past 7 years, and what happened to my parents, you know how I feel. But it's all beginning to feel like a dream, Yunta. A distant dream. Especially her. And I don't want it to, you know, I don't want her, my sweet Anna, to just fade away. I'm sorry, Yunta, but could we please change the subject?
Of course, darling.
What is it?
More work for you, actually.
Oh?
Yes. The Allies need someone for an operation with the Resistance in occupied territory, and they think it should be you. But truth be told, Dana, I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
Why not? I did volunteer for field operations. They've trained me a lot for that.
I know, Dana, but this operation will happen in Ostertal, right next to Vagen, actually.
I see.
Look, you don't need to answer me this minute. And no one would blame you if you declined the mission. We all know you don't only have happy memories of Vagen. You still have time to think it over. But before you give your final answer, they need you to identify the resistance group that will execute the operation. It's all explained here. And of course it's all top secret stuff. So you must cross-reference the documents right here in this room. You'll have to use that thing over there.
But I don't know how to use it.
I'm sure that's easy for you. You have such a clever mind, my little virtuoso.
I'm not trained on this equipment that I spend all day in a room with.
Well, let's get...
No, I've worked with the government. I know how that goes. That's actually probably true. Top secret mission order. We need volunteers. Company you know well. You accept, you'll be dropped near Vagen. You can coordinate an exfiltration office. Gain excellent results. Accept the mission. You are not to leave your office until you identify. We have granted you temporary access to your workstation's pneumatic telegraph. Given to us by a French engineer. Thanks, Hans. Thanks, Vorarlberg. Alright, let's figure this thing out. What does it want?
From what I can understand of that thing, the pressure must be high in the left tube, but low in the right one.
High in the left, low in the right. Or I know we got the opposite, so... Oh... Alright, to lead off the pressure. Does this increase the pressure? Yeah, good. Yeah, Vorarlberg technology is one of the few links we have here. Hope it makes the volt noise. Okay. Alright, we've prepared the pneumatic telegraph. Now I guess we... What do we have over here, anyway? Airplane model.
The most widely used Allied single-seat fighter plane. I probably owe it my life, like all of us here.
Kian just needs to put a live rat in the tube. Oh, God. I'd forgotten that. Here's the mission order.
With snowed under, the paperwork is piling up, and problems with it. I guess winning a war takes time, and it's something we cruelly lack.
Speaking of time...
Could one imagine anything as insane as the whole wide world at war? And for the second time in barely a generation.
We've done so much to stay out of another war. Do the brown shadow leaders knit? I mean, they could. Who knows? I see the bottom of the airplane model. Don't see anything to comment on there. Topic. Influence, trade, intelligence. Occupation. I guess the topic is liberation? Resistance. Is there a resistance? Research. Resistance networks in... Scrolling, man. Germany, I think. I don't... No, it's gonna be Austin. Austenburg is actually a country in this setting, so... Osterthal. I mean, Osterthal, not Austenburg. Austenburg? Never mind. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Right. Let's see.
It does go pshoop. It doesn't exactly go thwomp, but it does... Code name, Revenge... A Gray Fox! Meteora, Phoenix, Knights, Hack, Dark Chameleon, Grand Duke... Wait a minute, Idle what? Hold on.
Edelweiss? A coincidence. It must be a coincidence. The network leader's alias.
Oh, come here now, my pretty Edelweiss.
Don't call me that. You know I don't like it.
It's true, though. That's exactly what you are, my pretty Edelweiss.
I would complain less about the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon
If you
flashbacks
keep
if they were
it up,
done like
Leon
this.
Kovatis, I'll find you a nickname too.
Go on then.
All right. Your nickname will be Highland Painter from now on. Leon! He's alive. He's alive. He's alive! I need to... Oh, good grief. But how did he... Yunta! Yunta!
I really expected him to be dead by now. I'm glad of this one.
So Leon made it from Baltayar. But how?
I have no idea, miss. All I know is that he survived for almost a year in the mountains before coming back to Ostertal to set up the Edelweiss resistance group.
Which made Dana accept the mission you told her about back then, right?
Of course, she was given extra training and was dropped near Vagan the following summer to carry it out. We'd better get going. It looks like the storm is coming.
There's always a storm coming.
You go first. I'll meet you at the tram station in a minute.
Of course. Take all the time you need.
Find the nameplate of donors. I have no idea what that refers to or where it would be.
A dead end. I'll have to go back.
Like, Kickstarter donors? Or donor kebabs? Well, I loosely remember the way back, so, and it's not this way. Yeah, it's... One thing that's making me, really regret the death of Benoit Sokol is he clearly I've seen some of his graphic novel work, his comic work. And he clearly believed in comics as a medium for dramatic expression. He wrote a comic about a depressed duck detective. But he did it with all the gravitas of any noir story I've ever seen. And what I'm seeing from the games that he worked on, he clearly believed, even in something like Syberia 3, where it was clunky as hell, he clearly believed in games as a medium of both artistic expression and, as noir. As, he treated them with all the gravitas, all of the dignity that, I guess, I've ever seen anybody treat a comic. And, all of his adventure game work also feels like he's treating this the way Hideo Kojima would. Maybe not with that kind of artistic or systemic depth, but he treats video games like a work of an artistic medium. And...
So, the bag, again.
I know, Oscar. I know.
Obviously, you do not, Kate Walker.
I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I really respect anybody who does that. Serious games, serious people, indeed. Oh, hey, fuck! Right. Of course, it automatically locks at the end of the day.
What is it, Kate Walker?
The gates, they just closed. Oh, there must be a mechanism to open them somewhere.
There always is, Kate Walker.
There always is. Oh, there's always a mechanism. We just gotta go find the mechanism. I was just saying, you know. I was saying a lot of shit. Nope, this is a puzzle festival. Alright, let's walk around and see if we can find this mechanism. That is an outhouse.
It needs a key. But it doesn't look that strong, though. The Undertakers must store their tools in it.
It doesn't look that strong. Well, just... The donor graves that what? You know what? I'm so curious. I'm actually pulling up a guide. I want to see what that is, so I am pausing the game for a second. Area world before donor graves. The donor plate is in section P. Unfortunately, no idea where I am. Should have left Oscar back there, I guess.
A dead end. I'll have to go back.
So there are donor graves around somewhere. P is for donor. Yeah. Okay, up here is where Anna was. I can't visualize the map, actually. Maybe I should leave Oscar with the map again.
Impossible to get through here. Better find another way.
I should have left Oscar with the map. Let me see if anything looks familiar on the... Okay, it's up at the top of a staircase. So... if I just start going up staircases, eventually I'll find it.
I recognize some of the names here. Pretty interesting. But I should get back to what I was doing.
To our generous donator. Okay, there we go. Recognize some of the names here. Lenny Renner. Oh, I do recognize that name. I thought it was a Kickstarter thing. It's not, it's in universe. Or maybe it's both. You know, I'm not...
Impossible to get through here. Better find another way.
Okay, Well, that was a heck of a mystery, I guess, that didn't really need solving and wasn't too much of a mystery, but we solved it anyway. Good job, team. So where is this mechanism? It's not here.
Dead end.
I'll have to go back. A dead end! Clearly an Easter egg, yeah. There were a couple of names on there that Kate's bumped into, but on the whole, it was just, you know, have a side objective for the sake of having a side objective. So, there's a gate mechanism here somewhere, allegedly.
Impossible to get through here. Better find another way.
Impossible to pass, impossible to pass. No, I've been up here. Yeah, if you're making a video game, you can do pretty much anything you want forever. Alright, this is the only thing close to a mechanism that we've found.
It needs a key. But it doesn't look that strong, though.
That suggests that if I find, like, a sufficiently large rock or something. Boy, I wish we were surrounded by specially carved rocks or anything. Those gravestones aren't bolted down. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You could just... Hoot, hoot. Like... okay, maybe not the sumo. But, I'm back to Anna's grave. Bash the lock with Oscar. I would love to.
A dead end.
I'll have to go back. A dead end! Can't go that way. Can't go this way. Hit it with a bronze angel! Those things are heavy. They have the weight of clinically depressed Catholicism behind them. The greatest weight in the world. That's a dead end. At least Kate's getting her cardio in for the day. That's a dead end.
Something's missing here.
Kate Walker, are you intentionally trying to damage me?
Must have got it wrong. Better try something else.
Okay, well, we found where the mechanism is. It's in this nondescript... Okay, there are red and blue flowers next to it. I'll try to... Red and blue flowers. That's where the mechanism is. But... we need... The thingy for it must be in the outhouse, yeah. But I need something that opens the outhouse. And obviously this is...
Impossible to get through. I'll have to find a way to go around it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you had to go back. You're changing it up on me, Kate. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Closing time, huh? And what am I supposed to do now? Sleep in a vault until morning?
It's an option. Cool shit. Okay, well, we've marked those. Okay, Oscar. Be my eyes, be my ears. Be my Valentine. There's gotta be something. Like, there's gotta be something.
I need your eyes, Oscar.
Actually, Kate, how are you doing that? I guess Oscar's just yelling the directions real loud. Got like an amplifier in there. There's a wheelbarrow here, and I can't do anything with it, and that's...
Impossible to get through here.
cheesing me.
Better find another way.
Is this a Brit? No. Okay. Kate, what are we looking for? Kate, what are we looking for?
The Undertakers must store their tools in it.
There's a hammer. I could use the hammer to break the lock if I had a hammer.
It needs a key. But it doesn't look that strong, though.
And if I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. I'd hammer in the evening. All over this land. The hammer of justice. That's just...
impossible to get through.
Yep.
I'll have to find a way to go around it.
I mean, yeah, I would say, like, just break the lock, but... Like, Kate, you are a whole big American woman. Just put your foot on the lock and step downward. What am I looking for?
Seems so old. This place must be centuries old.
I'm so glad we had a close-up for the... Oh, shit, there it is.
Maybe I could use this with the lock. But it's out of reach.
It's out of reach. It's out of reach. It's out of reach. Oscar! Cartel is a serious point-and-click adventure game. You know, Silver, you remind me of the reaction I had to a sort of 90s, it was a very MTV generation, Resident Evil clone called Obscure. Like, the game was called Obscure. It's not like it was an obscure game. It was called Obscure. And you start off locked in a room. And I was like, you know, doing the typical Resident Evil thing, clicking on everything. I couldn't figure it out. And then I used the punch button on the door. And the character, like, punched through the glass and reached through and unlocked the door. And I was like, oh, okay. And it turns out you can do that on almost every locked object in the game. And you can, like, smash into vending machines and take stuff out. And now I just remember Obscure as the game where you can actually break things that seem breakable. Like, you know, a logical human being could do. It was also a game where plants will kill you. So there was that. But... where am I? Right, I was trying to go back and pick up Oscar, and I think that's back upstairs. No, what? No? Maybe? No. Where was Oscar? Oscar, tell me where you are.
What would she do without me?
You can't tell me where I am. I gotta go pick up Oscar. Okay, I'm back at Sarah's grave. I need
directions, Oscar.
Just leave me a second.
So I turn around and go all the way. I just follow the wall all the way back around. I just follow the wall. Grab the pickaxe. Well, I can't grab the pickaxe. The pickaxe is out of reach. I need Oscar to grab the pickaxe. Do I know how to get back to the key once I do get out? Let's not jump to any, let's not jump ahead of ourselves here. Let's not jump at all. We're not Mario. But Kate Walker? Okay, well, I did find the key box. So we go up, and then we go down, and we take Oscar. Put Oscar in the bag. And we go around here, we come back. Down, and then this camera angle changes, we go up. And it is here. Fetch.
Can you bring that pickaxe closer, Oscar?
Of course, Kate Walker.
Okay. Yep. I'm glad we've made this as complicated a process as possible. It wouldn't be an adventure game unless it was. Bonk. We have the pickaxe! Oh good, we're just gonna cart this thing around. You don't look like a psychotic murderer at all, Kate. Running around a cemetery with a pickaxe in hand. Wrong turn. Show the pickaxe to the guard. Little Robo Pangolin leaping at me. Yeah, I would the words "you have died" would immediately, like, flash across my screen. Okay, good effort, but actually follow through this time. Yeah, you know, you swing a pickaxe like a miner that's, been working in the salt mines for decades. There we go.
Looks like it's compatible with a bigger mechanism.
And Windows 95 for some reason. Alright, back down this way. Or up this... I just leave Oscar at the pickaxe. No, he's in here. I have one of one Oscars. I like that Kate is certain that there is one wallet, one crank, and one Oscar. She's not real sure about everything else. There could be any number of music boxes in the world. Wrong turn. Nope. Okay, no, no, wait a minute. I do go down here. I go down here, and I... Shit, I'm lost again. It's against the wall. It is against the wall. It is against the wall. So I just have to find the wall. Find the outer wall. So there's the wall. That is a wall. Let's follow the wall. Alright, we found our way back to the tool shed. We don't go up this. We follow down here. And this'll hit a wall. Here's a wall. We run back to this wall? And turn off this way. Okay, no, I think we are going the right way now. We're going the right way. I feel it. I feel it in my tracking gland, which is somewhere. In my tracking gland, which is in my palm. In the palm of my gland. You're just gonna have died by the time I get out of here. I'm gonna leave and she's gonna be like, oh, I tried to hold on, but I am 103 years old. And you took 7 hours.
Disappointed, Kate Walker.
About what?
Well, Correct me if I am wrong, but the fact that Dana Rose lost her baby and became sterile disproves your hypothesis that there can be a family link between you, doesn't it?
You're not wrong, Oscar, but I'm just stupidly over-optimistic. I wish I were like you, and not controlled by stupid emotions.
Nice of you to say, I guess.
Sorry, Oscar. That didn't come out so well.
Oscar has emotions. He's got indignation. He's got... No, I think that's really it, isn't it? He's got fastidiousness, which I think is an emotion. He's got wounded dignity, yes, when we allow it.
Are you all right, Miss Walker? I'm very sorry to have brought you such bad news.
It's cool. Back to the guest house. Anyway, yeah, my theory is still on, like, baby Sarah got smuggled out by the parents, and they just told her that she died in childbirth. The baby, not Dana. I mean, they told Dana that the baby died, not... Never mind. I told Dana that she died in childbirth, too. Yeah, that's... I was just picturing that. Oh, that was the lowest polygon raven. That raven had a polygon count of 8. That raven had a lower polygon count than our raven in Armored Core. Alright, I think I might stop when we get back to the rest home. Guest home. I kind of don't want to, but I don't want to plow through.
What about that mission Dana led with Leon's resistance network?
It didn't turn out well, Miss Walker. Actually, that's the reason I left London to be here.
Oh?
Yes. Just a second, Miss Walker. Where did I put it? What with this blasted storm? It's all over the papers. Here, have a look for yourself.
Storm. Excavation work at Devil's Pass has been interrupted. An unexpected storm has obliged the Council to remove the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War, and to move them to the Silberspiegel Refuge.
Oh, the melting ice. Okay.
Those frozen bodies near the refuge. I heard about them just yesterday. Do you mean...
There has been no formal identification yet, Miss Walker.
But it's plausible that...
That Leon, at least, is among those bodies, yes.
Do you think Dana could be among the bodies?
I suppose it would be logical. It would explain why I never saw or heard of her again after the mission. Yet, according to some witnesses, Dana survived the war and indeed helped resistance fighters from Wagen until the liberation. But if those testimonies were true, then Dana vanished after the war.
There's one thing I've learned from every Syberia game so far. It's that the logical, rational, reasonable thing to expect is never the truth.
What happened to Leon?
According to the testimonies I've obtained, Leon was killed on that mission. The Foreign Office tasked Dana to lead an avalanche, apparently. I am one of the few people still alive to be able to identify him, which is why I'm here. If it weren't for this bloody storm, it would have been done today.
People fucking off into the ether to live their best life is a Syberia tradition. See Kate Walker, for example, who has been avoiding New York for many, many years now. And I will be disappointed if she goes home at the end of this.
What about the other bodies?
I'll understand, though.
According to the medical examiner's office, in all, 3 bodies have been extracted from the ice. The one presumed to be Leon, and 2 others, a man and a woman not yet identified.
I see.
Try to stay positive, Miss Walker. Only a visual identification will allow us to be certain. We can go as soon as this storm's over, probably tomorrow or the day after.
Right.
Miss Walker, we've arrived. But you're not coming, are you? Well, Miss Walker, you might not be related to Dana, but you bloody well certainly remind me of her.
Now that is flattering, in my opinion. No, Kate's gonna get back on the tram and go back to the refuge, isn't she? Uh-huh, she sure is. I was looking at a thing recently that overlays a kind of visual filter over your screen, like, you know, a CRT shader, for example, except it will do it on anything on your screen. And because it captures what's underneath it, I was thinking maybe I can use that to stream the really stubborn Nancy Drew games that I have a hard time capturing otherwise. I've got to run some tests, but if so, there's going to be more adventure game bullshit on this channel.
Instead of waiting for the storm to pass and for the official identification of the bodies, I might add, that were trapped in the ice for 6 decades, you, and by extension me, are going to climb up the mountain so you can identify them yourself.
I know, Oscar, I know. But I've just got to be sure. Because if one of those bodies turns out to be Dana,
We'll have no more trains to chase?
Oh. Emotional damage. Oscar shot to kill. Ah, she finally put up the hoodie. Well, I can't just leave it right here. I'm gonna at least continue a little bit until... Okay, don't get blown off the mountain. Inspect the common room. Find the frozen bodies. Alright.
It looks like it's holding up, despite the storm.
A little bit Nancy Drew in that regard. I have a type. I have a type. The type that grabs onto the idea of a truth and never lets go.
I don't think it's cold enough for fuel to freeze, but maybe someone should store it inside, just in case.
Who are you advising of this, kid?
No one here? It's not that late. I'd have thought Demoiselle Lenny would still be up.
I believe that old people retire early, don't they?
Yeah, people who grab on to the idea of a truth, and they hound it until the end. Fallout 4-wise, I'm a Piper fan. For example, if anybody gets that reference. Anyway, I think, here in the nice, warm, very warm colored, orangey brown room here, I think we will go ahead and, go ahead and drop for the evening, and I will see you on Tuesday for more Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2. Thank you for bringing this game to... I have to. I have to. Because who else is going to play it? You know? And I think that's where I think that's where I shine the most. That's it. Good night for now. It has been, as always, a pleasure. It has been, as always, kind of a, permission. So glad that you all invite me into your lives, and I will see you later. Rest well, folks. And I am off.